Welcome to Share.care, an all-inclusive community sharing experience, strength, and hope to create strong, healthy, and inspiring relationships. Share.care communities work toward every individual feeling safe, valued, and heard, free from the threat of danger, pain, or harm. Each episode, founder Damian Andrews explores the principles underpinning Share.care and invites expert special guests to share their knowledge so you can easily reap the benefits so many others experience. You hold the choice to create your future. Let it be with strong, healthy, and inspiring relationships.
Hello and welcome to an On the Couch episode of the Share.care podcast. Our belief is that global peace starts at home. Feeling safe, valued, and heard gives you a foundation to confidently step out and make the world a happier and safer place for everyone. Because in today's world, it's in your own selfish best interest to help others. Today, I want to talk about the no excuse policy. Now, the no excuse policy is something that I implemented as part of the corporate work that I did. My role was to go into, and still do, go into companies and help them organize and be much more efficient in how they operate, essentially saving them money. They can do the same in a shorter period of time. One of the processes that I implemented to do that was a continuous improvement meeting, which might not sound out of the ordinary, and in its essence, it really isn't. I just structured it a little bit differently that made it much more effective. One of the things that I did with the continuous improvement meeting, everyone they had to come with their top 2 problems. We made a list of that on one side of the whiteboard, and then we went through collectively as a group and organized those problems into an order of priority, top to bottom. And then we selected the top 2 to focus on, and everyone had a task to do as part of helping solve that problem. So we go, okay, we've got a list of 10 problems. They're in order of priority, which must be sorted. Part of the meeting, by the next meeting, everyone had a task that was to do with the top 2 that they needed to do and achieve before they came to that next meeting that would help solve that problem. And then we continued through the list as we progressed throughout the year. The thing with that I implemented was a no excuse policy. So everyone had a task to do, and if they didn't do the task when they came to the next meeting, they couldn't give an excuse as to why they didn't do it. They couldn't give a reason. All they could say was, I didn't do my task. There was no judgment, things happen, but it really took away that finding a way of out of doing it unconsciously. Like we might come up with, we were busy with other things or whatever. When you couldn't give an excuse, it was interesting how that changed the dynamic of people doing the task. It wasn't, I said, there was no judgment. It wasn't like you're a bad person for not doing your task. You just couldn't give an excuse. You couldn't say, I didn't do it because of this or this happened. And it didn't matter what happened. I had one of my tasks in there that fell apart literally a few minutes before the meeting started. And I loved that because I was a facilitator and I could go in and go, yep, I didn't do my task. That's all I could say. And it was just marked, I didn't do it. And next meeting comes around, it was completed. But it was interesting that this really helped motivate people to get their task done, to find a way of making it happen. No matter what happened, no matter what circumstance was thrown at them, that they actually made the completion of the task happen. And then I further developed that. I actually started myself implementing that as my own policy. That was part of one of my programs is Exceptional Effort, which teaches you how to maximize your time, how to get the most out of the day, how to focus on the high impact tasks to achieve your goal. But when I plan my day, I use the procedures there to allocate how am I going to use my time and the things that I need to do. If I don't do something, if I don't get something done, I personally now don't give myself an excuse. So I didn't do it because of this or this happened. It's just, I didn't do it. My day is these tasks to be done. If I didn't do something, I just say to myself, I didn't do the task. I don't come up with an excuse. I don't give a reason as to why it wasn't done. I just didn't do it. And I found that has motivated me throughout the day to be even to find ways of overcoming problems. When something happens and like I've got a task to do, and I might have another meeting come up or a meeting change, a schedule change. It's like, oh, I'm running out of time. And it might be a case I might push back and say, hey, you want to change that meeting? It can't be today. I need to do that on another day. Or organize in a way, whatever happens, I find a way of making sure that I get my task done because I can't give myself an excuse for not getting it done. I just didn't do it. And it's an interesting mind shift to take, that when you give yourself when you make it a criteria that when you don't achieve something, you can't make an excuse. You can't say, oh, it was because of this or because of that. All of a sudden, it puts you in a situation where you find ways of making it happen. So try that. No excuse policy. Don't allow yourself to give excuses when something doesn't happen. Just don't criticize yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just say, I didn't do it. And then move forward and go, I can look at how you're going to do it. So try that, see how it works.
Thank you for being part of the Share.Care community and helping people around the world prosper. You're creating a bigger pie for everyone to share. The more people contributing to the world being a better place, the better the world becomes for others and for you.